Today, we are here to be the allies to the straight man in the room. Has someone you know finally started being interested in hockey? Is your girlfriend suddenly asking to go to the cottage? Or do you need something to talk to girls about? Do not fear, we are here to help. Welcome to Mansplaining Key to Rivalry, presented by some gay engineers. So let's set the scene. We have our Canadian all-around amazing team player, a golden boy with some incredible potential since his rookie season. Then we have our Russian prodigy, truly born to play with a take-no-shit attitude. These two began their hockey careers at the same time, with all eyes and cameras directed at them, leading to one of the most public and intense hockey rivalries in hockey history. And we're not talking about Crosby and Ovechkin rivalry, we're talking Shane Hollander and Ilya Rozanov. We start in their rookie season, where the boys are hot and ready to play hockey, obviously. With some intense eye contact and a silly little shower moment, our boys begin a 10-year-long situationship where they sleep together, call each other strictly by their last names, and text under fake names. After many hookups and time skips, we get to finally see them play hockey. Our boy Shane shows some real estate potential by buying not one, but 2 apartments, and then immediately having Ilya over to fuck him. He has to break in the new place somehow. Then we get to see them compete in the Olympics at Russia. At this point, the Olympics has respectable, sexable beds, unlike the current cardboard embarrassments. We then get to see some real hot scenes between the two, but we also get some character depth and some other depth, in which we are introduced to Ilya's daddy issues.
Go.
Then, in episode 4, the most unrealistic part of the show happens. Canada wins back-to-back Stanley Cups. At some point in the time skip, Boston also wins. We finally get to watch some hockey. Ilya's dad dies, and Shane almost outs their relationship. Ilya's family are still dicks to him, and Ilya handles it in the most respectful way possible by confessing his love to Shane in Russian. Shane does not know Russian, but he's supportive of whatever the fuck he's saying. Our boys are still pining over each other, and Ilya locks in on Shane doing yoga, which, not the greatest form if you ask me, but whatever. And Ilya takes the next step in their relationship by asking Shane to stay the night at his place in Boston. Shane agrees, obviously, and it goes great. And Ilya does the right thing by making Shane a tuna melt, which, side tangent, one of the most unsexy foods that there are. It smells, it's warm, it really takes you out of the mood. Like, eating a piece of salmon is fine, it's classy, but a tuna melt? No thank you. With the mayo? No. The evening goes great, despite the tuna melt, and Ilya makes the choice to talk about the other women he sleeps with. Not a good move. Don't talk about the roster to a person on the roster. Terrible choice. Then decides it's time to drop the formalities with Shane and says his first name for the first time. Very casual. And Shane reacts in a normal and sane person way, like to having their situationship, dropping your first name, and just, he dips. Fair. Totally. I get it. And look, I get it. If my situationship/rival was sending me as many mixed signals as Ilya could in English, I too would probably run. And you should also probably run. Shane takes the sleeping with women comment personally and decides he needs to get with the one, the only Rose Landry. Her backstory is basically that everybody wants to sleep with her, me included, and she's filming the Fantastic Four, Slay Queen. Somehow she still only ends up with gay men despite everyone wanting to fuck her. It's rough out there, Queen. And our boys finally see each other again, and it's at a Montreal club, which is truly an important moment in, I think, every young Canadian's life. It's to be sad over a hockey player in a Montreal club, not knowing a lick of French. Yeah. They both obviously don't do anything and don't go home together. And with Shane's very subtle acting, Rose Landry, his beard, obviously picks up on the... Rose calls him out for being... And Shane responds with the fact that he likes to be the hole, not the peg. Direct quote. Keep in mind, this has a 9.1 on IMDb. Our boys are finally accepting their feelings for each other after this, which is great because they were playing together for some sort of sports thing. Ilya shows up in arguably the best outfit of the season, representing the bisexual community, and we finally get to see another hockey scene in which Shane gets his ass handed to him after he gets distracted by pretty boy Ilya. Giving us Shane high as balls, asking Ilya to the cottage, Ilya having more self-control than I could ever have with my situationship, giving me any crumb of attention, tells Shane, maybe. We get another time skip. At this point, I don't know what the fuck's happening in the timeline, and Shane is back at his parents' house, and Ilya is back in Boston. Somehow, LA is about to win the Stanley Cup. This is somehow more realistic than Montreal winning the Stanley Cup. Rest in peace to Slavkovsky, my Slovak king, and our favorite side characters do what Shane and Ilya have been waiting to do for years, and very publicly gay kiss on the ice. Ilya responds to this by doing the most obvious thing and calls Shane, telling him, yeah, you know what? I would actually like to go to the cottage. It's no longer maybe, it's now a yes. And this line becomes an internet sensation, with all the girlies, gays, and theys understanding the importance of going to the cottage. The producers also waited after this point to release the final episode, forcing us to wait far too long to actually see the cottage. In the last episode, we're given about 10 seconds of Ilya's second best outfit of the season. Here it is. The first half of this episode is pure fluff, and it's perfect. We were given many good moments, most notably, Ilya making the logical decision to bring up his thoughts on marrying a woman for a visa. And Shane does the most obvious and neurotypical thing you could possibly do after this, and doesn't sleep to plan out their entire future together where everything works out perfectly. And being so neurotypical, Shane wakes Ilya up in the middle of the night to tell him. We then get arguably one of the best scenes where Ilya and Shane confess their love for each other, finally ending their 10-long situationship. If you were looking for a sign about your own situationship, this is not it. Do not take this as a sign, please, for the love of God. Next thing to obviously happen is Shane's dad walking in on them. Cue Shane's very gay panic, and Shane and Ilya going to confront his parents. They walk in and look how my cousins and I used to look when we were asking our parents for a sleepover. And in one of the most healing scenes for all the gays, Shane's mom accepts him. I did not cry. Many a member has cried. I did not cry. And Ilya gets to eat pasta, which, judging by his abs, it's probably been a while since he's gotten to do that. Shane and Ilya then get to go back to the cottage, and that's it. That's basically the whole show. Yeah. And some final tips to the straight men in the audience. Use some deodorant, take a shower, and stop terrorizing women with your situationships. Y'all ain't slick. I see you motherfuckers.